Welcome back, guys, to another video on my YouTube channel. Now, today's video, I want to talk about Tom Lockyer. Now, Tom has publicly, since what happened at Bournemouth away, has said that he would love to come back and play football again. He wants to finish his career off. In today's video, I'm going to answer, would I like to see him come back and play football again? But also answer, is this the correct decision? So, would I like to see him play football again? Yes, of course I would love to see him play football again. I think he's a very good centre-back, especially in the Championship. I thought his leadership last season, we basically missed that leadership last year. We lacked a lot of it from what happened at Bournemouth. And I feel like his communication, the way he conducts himself on and off the pitch, is vital to the way Luton like to go about things. And I've seen videos from Rob Edwards talking about how he's one of the best communicators, his leadership, everything about Lockyer. He's born to be a captain. And also, when you look at his career as a whole, he's played in the top 5 leagues in England. He scored goals in each of those leagues. He's won promotions. He's scored in the Premier League. He's played for Wales. So he's had a great, he's had a great career so far. He really has. And if it was to end, it wouldn't, okay, the ending wouldn't have been how he would have liked, but he's had a good career, a lot better than what other footballers have had over the years. So he's got nothing to be ashamed of if he was to retire from football. So the first incident, which was at Wembley in the biggest game, one of the biggest games in world football, in the playoff final, that was due to a component in Tom Lockyer's heart that wasn't working like it normally should do. So he ended up having an operation to fix that, and then he got given the all clear to come back and play football. At Bournemouth away, that's when he had a cardiac arrest, and this is when it became a lot more serious. Now, since then, he's had a defib fitted into him, exactly like how Manchester United's Eriksen has got a defib inside of him, and he's, since having a defib, has returned back to playing football. It's done really well. He went to Brentford, went to Manchester United, he's won trophies, he's then gone back to playing for Denmark. He actually scored at the last Euro, so the comeback story there has been absolutely fantastic for Eriksen. Will that happen for Tom Lockyer? Now, I don't know, and that's truthful. I'm not a health profession. However, I would like to know the impact of what it would be like for Tom Lockyer playing now, because I felt in the Premier League last season, I'm going to be honest, I thought he looked a little bit off the pace. A little bit. I did think he wasn't quite up to the speed. Now, whether or not physically he just wasn't up to the Premier League level is a different question. But I felt, compared to previous seasons, from what we've seen from him, especially in the Championship, he looked a little bit off the pace. Now, until we go back to the Premier League, I can't judge that whether or not that was just a one-off, or maybe physically he's just not up to the level. We'll never know, because the situation has now changed. But I felt he looked a little bit off the pace. So the question is, will he be the same player when he returns? And I don't think he will be. I think he will be not up to the same quality, but I just feel like stuff which he feels like he could be able to do, I just don't think he'd be able to do anymore. I feel like he'll struggle a little bit. And also, when you've got a defib fitted inside of you, now, as a defender, when you're going to be in a lot of, challenges, a lot of heading battles, how does that happen? I feel like as fans, I think everyone would just be worried. If he hits the deck, it could be like a little thing, even if it's like a hamstring injury and he falls to the ground, I think everyone will panic. I think, his own family will panic. I think I saw somewhere that his girlfriend, his partner, basically won't watch him play football again. She can't bear it. He's got a young family. I know he's got a little one that's just been born. So he's got that to think about, whether or not it's safe to do so, because he would love to continue being a dad, because you don't want to end your career by playing, end your life by playing football. There's more important things to life than playing football. So he's got that to consider, as well. So it is a very difficult decision whether or not he will stay trying to like pursue a football career, or whether he will retire. Now, if he does retire, there's lots of things which Tom could do. Now, Edwards has been very vocal, and I watched this on the High Performance podcast, and he said on the High Performance podcast that Tom Lockyer is one of the best communicators he's ever come across, and the leadership he brings on and off the pitch is absolutely fantastic. He knows when to speak, he knows when not to speak, and from the sounds of things from Rob Edwards, Tom Lockyer would be an amazing coach. So I feel like a coaching role would be absolutely perfect for Tom Lockyer. Would he get a coaching role at Luton? Absolutely. We'll definitely find some space for Tom Lockyer, and I feel like he could easily slot in with the current coaching staff right now. He's probably already got a few levels of his coaching badges already into the system, so I'm pretty sure that that would be an easy transition to make happen, and I feel like the current group of players would love to see that as well. So I think coaching is a really good career perspective if he does decide to retire. And also, he likes playing other sports. I follow him on social media. He loves paddling. I don't know if he's joking around whether or not he actually wants to become a professional paddle player, because paddling is I think that's the way you say it, paddling, I don't know. A paddling profession is on the rise. A lot more people are playing paddle, so that could be a career move. However, I don't know how that impacts the body compared to football. And he also loves his golf, and I've been told he's a really good golf player, so that is another avenue which he can go down. I feel like whatever decision he does make, I feel like he needs to obviously think about, of course he needs to think about it. He needs to listen to health profession advice, not someone like me on the camera here. I personally think he should retire. I don't think he's going to return back to be the same player like he used to be. I don't think he'd be ready for the Championship. I really don't. And I think if he does return back, it won't be this season. It would be next year if he was given the all clear. Maybe you're looking at your League Ones or your League Twos, but I feel like those leagues are more physical in terms of, you know, in the battles. I just worry. I really do. I feel like the correct thing here, and look, this is just from an outsider's perspective, I'm sure Lockyer will think this 10 times through more than I did in making this video. I feel like there is a career for him if he decides to pack it in. I notice he's done lots of media work, especially on TV. That could be a career path as well. He just needs to make the right one for him. And if he feels like playing is the correct way, I hope it's safe for him to do so. But I personally feel like it's time for him to respectfully retire, because I feel like if he was to return back in a Luton shirt, it would make me feel uneasy watching him, because I'd just be worried, I'd be panicking. But that's the way I see it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. I personally think, like I said, I personally think he should retire and pursue either a coach career or a media career, or maybe go down another sport which isn't as physically demanding as football. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy listening to my thoughts. Subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.